Celestia, who exactly are we waiting for? Well, Luna, we are waiting for Princess Cadence to arrive, and then we can start the reaction to LittleshyFiM. Oh, I see. I think she's taking her time at the Crystal Empire. I must say that. Speaking of which, there she is. I apologize for being late. I was busy doing my royal duties at the Crystal Empire. Oh no, you don't have to apologize there. After all, that's what us princes do. But anyway, Eric Toke, roll the intro.
Apple Bloom, come here. It's time to react to Cinemare Sims by LittleshyFiM. Huh? Oh, sorry, was busy making potions, but yeah, I'm now ready to react to the next 3 episodes of Season 4 of this series. Since when did she learn to do that? Since Twilight Time, and we'll get to that episode later on. She has learned that from Zecora.
I'm quite impressed how my little sister has learned to make potions from Zecora, not gonna lie. Alright, Twilight, Cadence is here. Now we can do the reaction of episodes 6, 7, and 8 of Cinemare Sims by LittleshyFiM.
Oh yeah, those episodes' titles are Power Ponies, Bats, and Rarity Takes Manehattan.
The first one is when we transported into a comic book, like in those superheroes comic books.
Oh, I knew the second one. Is when I turned into a bat. Namely, Flutterbat.
And the third one is when I visited Manehattan for the first time. Manehattan, huh? Looks like New Year got animated a lot of times here.
Oh, I know who lives there. I know who lives there. My cousin Betsy lives in Manehattan. You're right, Apple Bloom. So, Babs has a home that's good for her.
I realized that Coco Pommel debuts in that episode.
Yes, Spike. Miss Pommel debuts in the 3rd episode. But before we get to that, let's start with the first one, which is Power Ponies. So let's go! Holy reference, Batman!
Power Ponies! DC Comics.
Or rather a ponified version of DC Comics.
And rest for tomorrow's work. But then the following day, she tells him to stop working and read instead. These deplorable wings.
Deplorable
Interior
wings!
decoration before repairing structural and protective exterior aspects. Good gosh, that's a lot of writers. Something too many cooks. Applejack doesn't see anything wrong with this.
Pony power!
Credit roll.
Drop title!
Applejack's hat vanishes.
It's an animation error that my trademark hat suddenly vanished.
Joke needing to be funny is a perpetual loop of unfunny. Out loud thinking, exposition, and foreshadowing combo.
That's 2
Spike
for the
doesn't
price
think to
of
take a few
1!
steps back from this sudden and likely dangerous magical oddity. Because who doesn't want to watch their favorite characters behave like bumbling idiots for half an episode? Cutie Mark appears outside costume.
You can shoot all kinds of crazy power beams from your horn!
So basically nothing new for her then? This low-resolution shot. Maretropolis has a large amount of mechanical parts floating through the air for some reason. Main characters are trapped in a tornado all this time, and for some reason, Spike feels like the useless one.
Oh, fucking
Pinkie Pie
great!
suddenly
This trope of me
can't
being
stop on a
useless!
dime as usual.
Fluttershy, you're Saddle Ranger! Lose your temper, and you'll turn into a huge, super strong monster!
Yeah, that way we can scare the tornado away.
Sue, you're like, the Hulk?
Yes, Celestia. My pony power is exactly like the Hulk.
Portal that leads home? The Maniac isn't concerned at all by this. Main 6 conveniently master their powers all of a sudden after half an episode of utter failure. It's magic in a lasso and a cartoon in a comic book. Don't question it.
So the 6 of us Power Ponies will
Oddly specific exclusion.
So much for element of surprise.
The focus group said she wasn't marketable.
Unless she's trapped in G1, which is funny because her main style is just
He
like
said,
Well, except that she's a Pegasus and I'm an Earth Pony.
is visible through this crack.
Freeze Ray!
Twilight's bad habit of calling out attacks from her short-lived LARPing phase. Yep, this pony's dead. No doubt about it.
Yep, that pony
Hypothermia
is
no
taken
joke,
out.
kids. Maniac's animation suddenly resets. Our heroes, everyone. Equipped with special powers, and yet they decide charging into a magic freeze ray is the best course of action.
Okay, that was idiotic
She and
though.
her captor get their hooves stuck in the door. Spike thinks out loud with enough volume to echo, yet somehow his cover isn't blown. Spike must have superpowers after all if he can lift a weight similar to that of 10 stallions. Twilight's normal mane, and non-princess wings. Wilhelm the hench pony.
Yes.
Fluttershy
Wilhelm
notices
is the
Maniac
Maniac's
hurt a
hench pony.
firefly, but not the giant doomsday cannon pointed right at her.
You'd hurt a teensy, little, harmless firefly?
Nothing about this terrifying abomination is teensy or little. How is the day saved? They completely forgot the Electro Orb. Arbitrary, unexplainable magic is inexplicably unexplained. This episode is a perfect example of why Spike episodes are disliked. Spike can only be in the spotlight when the main characters are rendered as useless as he is. Sorry, Tom Spiegel.
Unless your name is Goblet of Fire, and that's a pretty great Spike episode. Yeah, I gotta agree on that one there.
Technically, it's called Metropolis. You can shoot all kinds of crazy power beams from your horn.
What power exactly? I knew there's gonna be a laser joke there!
And your bracelet makes it appear.
The Spike?
Has been doubled.
Now for the Flutterbat episode!
How? It's officially Apple Bucking Day.
The apple's apple-shaped apple tree.
Ha ha ha, that's ironic.
Suddenly there was a disturbance, as if millions of concerned parents leaned in and asked, "What did she say?" Applejack's apples are the apple of her eye.
Yup.
These batty wings.
Batty wings?
Episode credits the wrong writer.
Oh, that
Applejack was
really
later
happened.
sued for failing to label her GMOs.
Spreading seeds both far and wide.
An apple farm doesn't exactly benefit from seeds being randomly spread around. Sin is canon. That's a sin.
Turned my life to a total disaster.
Because nothing prior to this could have been considered a disaster in Applejack's life. Rarity sings her mouth off. Pinky stumbles into the wrong musical. Twice. Applejack's extra ear.
Seems I'm not the only pony who has 2 ears. Seeds of the apples, and when they spit them out,
Episode is careful to make it very clear that the bats spit out seeds as opposed to the real-life equivalent.
If Granny Smith wasn't with Apple Bloom and Big Mac checking out our produce competition in Appaloosa,
She would be here, delivering this exposition for me.
Rah!
Rather than humane pest control, Twilight comes up with a sadistic magic spell that prevents the bats from eating.
I knew you wouldn't side with those icky bats.
Sure,
Rarity,
make
y'all
the
gotta
white
stop
pony
being a
racist.
fucking racist.
Dash flies past the bats before they disappear in her rainbow wake.
I think we got them all.
These few bats are somehow able to threaten the entire farm,
My crop is saved.
she said while standing in the middle of her desolate
Kind of
farm.
ironic, don't you think?
Watch your language, Twilight. Muriella might be nearby.
Does every pony have their pony signal?
Microaggressions towards Spike. Pinky's mane confirmed for infinite storage capacity.
Don't ask
Applejack
how!
says they should each cover a row of the orchard. Then, for some reason, every pony scatters. Reveal jumps the gun. Rarity has seen enough Dusk's Dawn to know all is well. Pointless obvious scarecrow fake out. Assault and battery.
Maybe vampire ponies eat other ponies.
Cannibalism. You know, for kids.
Oh, hey, a
Pinky
nostalgia
almost
critic
uncovers
reference.
the Apple
My
family's
favorite.
greatest
Yes,
secret.
but also...
Slow down, Twilight. This is all too complicated and not drawn out enough. Can we start over? Inner leg cutie marks. Sacrificing the prized apple seems drastic and unnecessary if all they need to do is shove a mirror in her face, especially considering Twilight's freezing magic from just a few
He's telling the
episodes
truth,
ago.
you know?
Double-handled knife. Absurdly round knife tells a story of a concerned memo from Hasbro. Dash reminds AJ about the loss of her apple for no reason other than to rub it in, and to remind the audience the importance of this scene. Flutterbat is captured by using her stare power against herself, but at no point is any pony worried about being taken over by it themselves. Also, they're very lucky that she just happens to be using her stare power at this very moment. Reflection's eyes open before Flutterbat's. Andrea Libman has a conversation with herself.
Because she both voices Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. Apple trees.
Fluttershy never explains how that is even possible. This is never addressed again. Flutterbat, because of all the dark and edgy Bat Pony OCs this influenced.
Well, Fluttershy, can't believe you had a bad attitude in that episode. Seriously?
Ugly.
If the vampire bats aren't eating your apples, who is? Fluttershy.
Well, you're not wrong, Princess Twilight.
Fine. Have it your own way.
Stop resisting!
All right, now trip to Manehattan with the 3rd and last video.
Sounds like some ponies excited.
What's that?
Bookhorse can't read. These lousy wings.
Lousy
In
wings?
Equestria, Manehattan is known as the big lens flare.
He's right.
Manhattan
Another
is
reason why
full of
Manhattan is
alcohol.
like Manhattan in
Explains
New
why
York.
Twilight doesn't surprise any pony,
It must be good if Rainbow Dash is impressed.
she said to Rainbow Dash. Spending this much on a carrot dog.
Ponies just bursting into song in random places at the drop of a hat? Who does that?
Surely not you, Rainbow Dash.
Okay,
Isn't
I
it
did
great
randomly
being
sing in
rich? Poor
season
people are
1.
So selfish. Mad ponies. This is one grumpy Cutie mark. This poor pony is being stalked by an animator's note. Unicorns are OP. Somewhere there is a sad earth pony with a carriage repair Cutie mark who can't find work.
The cab drivers just drive right past to get to the next pony in line.
Oddly specific, yet oddly inaccurate remark.
Speaking of which, and it
Rarity
has
spends
arrived!
every other second of her life thinking about dresses, but forgets them when participating in a fashion show. Why teleport, fly, or gallop when you can ride in the back of a carriage pulled by a stallion burdened with your weight?
You stole my fabric!
She exclaimed with enough volume to echo, yet somehow this remains a secret from Prim. Also, since Rarity never snitched on Suri, the baddie got away with cheating. Crime does pay, kids.
Okay, I know that Shuri Polymer is not the reason that bad Sue did, because I know that she got bullied at school.
Applejack is excited to go to the salon for some reason, and Pinkie Pie is excited to go to the tavern, which surely only serves juice. Applejack's extra ears.
Okay, that's the second time in a row that you have 2 ears there. I think it's for better hearing.
Remember that time Rarity locked her friends in a sweatshop and wouldn't let them eat until they finished?
Rarity going down in flames! Isn't friendship magic?
Title
Roll
drop?
Credits.
Go ahead! See your little show! Congratulations, fillies!
Rarity, watch your mouth!
Just a reminder that during this hectic rush to make the dresses, Rarity somehow found time to acquire exclusive tickets to a private showing of a sold-out play in order to apologize for her actions before she even had the chance to feel remorse for them. Because of course Rarity would book every room in the hotel for a dress. The audience formed this gap just to remind Rarity of how terrible a friend she is. Because suddenly running away worked so well last time, I think I'll try it again.
And yet, it worked?
Prim obviously has not seen every Disney show ever.
Contest going well?
Yes, the contest going on now that I'm obviously not at is going swell. Conveniently inconvenient rain. On the bright side, Rarity, at least you learned how to sing.
Yeah,
whatever
like
you're
another
doing with
pony
your
whose talent is
Judging by
singing.
this look, Twilight is covering for another Spike screw-up.
Yeah, you were pretty rotten.
Selective honesty. You worked for the competition, were complicit in the theft of my property, and lied to my face. You're hired.
Yeah, you're
Hold
good
on.
to go,
Not only
Rarity.
that, but then she offloads a promised favor onto this brand new hire just so she can go home sooner. Quill jumps out of Inkwell. What is this, a fashion designer gag gift?
A bonus round.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you're not okay, you son of a bitch!
Nice one.
It was aight. We're all here to help you get through it, no matter what it takes.
Hey, where the fuck are my friends?
Figured out already, it's every pony for herself in this town!
I'm serious. Where did my friends go? Maybe they're somewhere else.
I am not taking no for an answer. What? Gotcha. Oh, please.
But despite your trolling, that were everything wrong with Power Ponies. And Rarity takes Manehattan.